One man slowed his car at a junction and asked an elderly passerby, "Sir, where will this road take me?" "Where do you wish to go?" said the elderly gentleman. "Nowhere in particular." "Then why do you ask?" he said. "What difference will it make?" Similarly, we are running, but have we stopped for a bit to ponder what we are running for and whether the goals we have defined for ourselves are truly worthwhile or not? We may work from morning till night, but that does not necessarily translate into an effective life, because there is a huge difference between hard work and accomplishment, as was ably demonstrated by a French scientist called Fable. He took processionary caterpillars and placed them in an earthen pot. These caterpillars, by instinct, connect to the one in front and keep walking. He put them in a circle whereby the head of the first was on the tail of the last, and permitted them to keep walking. He had put their food pine needles in the center. But after 1 week of walking, they died of exhaustion. They had put in hard work, but accomplished nothing. Similarly, unless we have clear, well laid out goals in life, all our striving may amount to naught. Let's take lesson from the little ant. I was once sitting in the veranda of a house and saw an ant struggling with a leaf. Ants are unique in creation, for they can lift objects 20 times their weight. This particular ant was struggling to take a leaf across. It was progressing slowly, and I was observing its laborious journey. And then, astonishingly, it reached a crevice on the floor. It could not have walked over with that leaf, but the intelligent ant placed the leaf on the crevice, walked over, again lifted the leaf and continued. I was amazed in this creation of Brahma. Look at that little ant with such a tiny intellect. It had found a way of accomplishing its task. But a little way ahead, it displayed a very common human weakness. When it reached the hole into which it was supposed to proceed, it realized the leaf was too big for it to take along. Finally, after an hour-long struggle, it left the leaf behind and went ahead. Similarly, we too spend so much of time and energy laboring to increase our bank balance, our properties, our worldly possessions, without thinking that one day we have to leave them all behind. Have we carefully thought over what the goal of our life should be? Are we like the goats being taken to the slaughterhouse? The goat ahead is having its head cut off, and the goat 20 yards behind is grazing the grass, not knowing in 15 minutes its turn will come. In this regard, in my latest book, 7 Divine Laws to Awaken Your Best Self, I have written, Jagadguru Sri Kripaluji Maharaj explains how a wise person should live in the world. He says, Jag mein raho aise Govind Radhe Dharmashala mein yatri rahe jo bata de. Live in this world as travelers stay in hotels. They do not accord importance to aesthetics of their room, for they know they must vacate it next morning. However, in fallacious understanding, we mistake temporary things as permanent. Naturally, our value system and idea of true success is affected by it. So, what should be the highest goal that we should strive for? What should be the richest treasure we must aspire to accumulate for ourselves? And what should we make as the most purposeful goal of our life? We will discuss this. Stay with me in this 21-day series, Purpose of Life.
अपना बना ले मोही मेरे नंद नंदन मेरे नंद नंदन मेरे नंद नंदन अपना बना ले मोही मेरे नंद नंदन
Coming soon, only on JKYog Music.